Shalom, first and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA. Double honors to the apostles and elders, Great Millstone, who taught us this truth. All right, Psalms 51:18. Do good in thy pleasure unto Zion, build thou the walls of Jerusalem. All right, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right, so the elect is likened unto that new Jerusalem. All right, because when you get this word for Jerusalem, it's YarawShalam. All right, and it's a compound word, YarawShalam. So it's Yara and Shalom. All right, Shalom is peace, and Yara is what? To teach, right? To put forth, to direct, to inform, to instruct. All right, this is Yara. So, we're gonna be the instructors of peace on the earth, the directors of peace, those who are putting forth peace, teaching peace on the earth. All right, that's YarawShalam, see, teaching of peace. And it says right here in Revelation 21, the new heaven and new earth. Verse 1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth refreshed. All right, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahawah out of heaven, prepared as a bride adored for her husband. Okay, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men. So this is the elect coming down in new glorified bodies. All right, so we are likened, Yahweh Shai Ratazah, we be of that number. The elect is likened unto Jerusalem, the city, that city, that monument, Zion, right, to Zion, the monument, that great city, that great monument of Yahawah BAHASHAM, Yahweh Shai. All right, the teaching of peace, because it says from Zion will go forth the law. Right here, 2 Ezra 2:3, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go to the mountain of Yahawah, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, right? YarawShalam, the teaching of peace, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahawah from Jerusalem. All right. So New Jerusalem is going to be established in the earth, the teaching of peace, beginning with those men, the 144,000, that governing body. All right, that's New Jerusalem. The people before it's a place. See, so John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahawah out of heaven. So that's after the elect receive salvation, receive new bodies. All right, 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. I'll show you a mystery will be changed in the moment of a twinkling of an eye, right? And incorruption cannot, or corruption, I should say, corruption cannot inherit incorruption. All right, this is going into us receiving, as it says in Ezra's, the ever prepared everlasting tabernacles, right? And Paul said there's there's heavenly bodies and there's earthly bodies. The glory of one is different from the glory of the other. But we're gonna go to a new glory. The elect is gonna go to a new glory. All right. And become that teaching of peace, that monument of Yahawah BAHASHAM Shai on the earth, man. The city and the people. Right here, 2 Ezra 13:35, and this is going into Yahweh Shai's return. But he shall stand upon the top of Mount Zion, and Zion shall come and shall be shewed to all men. Right, this. I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven. Right, with Yahweh Shai being the head, the head of the church. See, he shall stand upon the top of Mount Zion. right? Being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven with thou hands. Okay, so hey, this is going to be something heavenly coming to earth. So we can't even fully comprehend it right now, but we see through the glass darkly. And the scripture says, build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Ezra said he saw Zion prepared and builded, and it was shewed to all men. All right. Revelation 21:3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. So the Lord, is going to be able to dwell with us. All right. Zion, once again, is going to be that perfection of beauty, that monument, that teaching of peace, that instruction of peace, of the earth, man. So Psalms 51:18, do in thy good pleasure unto Zion, build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Scripture says, build thou the walls of Jerusalem. That's the elect being edified and built up, right? Rebuild, or I will restore, the tabernacle of David. Salakia. Rebuild. I think it's Amos 9. Amos not see the restoration of Israel. Amos 9:11, and in that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. All right, I will build it as in the days of old. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. All right, beginning with what? The elect. The elect being built up, raised up in these days, man, to speak the words of Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahushai. All right, to prophesy the downfall of our enemy's kingdom. This devil, this base man right here, Amos 9:12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh that doeth this. All right, ask me, I will give the heathen for thine inheritance. All right, that tabernacle of David being rebuilt right now as we speak, and ultimately the perfecting of it and coming back down to the earth to be that teaching of peace, to be that monument, to be that rulership, that ruling kingdom for eternity, that governing body. All right, led by the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, YAHAWASHI. All right, and our Father, Yahweh, our God, our power to be able to dwell with us again. So, hey, Psalms 51:18, do good in thy pleasure unto Zion, build thou the walls of Jerusalem. All right, so I pray this was edifying, all right, and correct, and to the point, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Shalom.